Hello friend, you are watching ERMake Coder, and in this video we will learn about third-party library of the form control and how can we control form state uh, with third-party library is provided by the for the React.js application. So in this video we will learn the React hooks form and how can we deal with multiple states with few line of code. Because in my previous video, when we uh, submit two input failed and submit the form, so I was created two field with two state like name and email. But here I have not uh, I will never be create any state or multiple state for controlling our form. So it's understood by the it's done by the library, not to me. So this is our library. It is a React hooks form library npm, and it's most popular because here is downloading weekly is like 32 lakh. So it's not the uh, it's very popular library for the controlling of form in your application. So now we have download the npm inside your project directory, and this is our project directory like initial directory, and save it npm I you can write install with complete, that is understood by I installation of the any library like React hooks form, and submit it. And after the submission, it's done by the how can we check inside your package JSON? You go on to and see here the React hooks form is downloaded. So how can we work with? So initially we import the React hooks form with the use form, and use form is a control over all the input field state without writing a declaration of any state inside your component. So now how can we do this? When you sit here, this is the register and handle submit, and form state is error. And now we create a form and handle data console like that. So how can we do this? Basically, when you submitting your form like handle submit without event dot prevent default, it's consider your data or the input field when you submit the input form and fetch all the input state and post on with the help of on submit. So save it and check on your browser, and this is the first name like Atul, last name is Tripathi, and age is uh, 23, like that, and submit query, and not a submit query, that is a submit button. And when you click on this submit query, it's done, and submit your entire input field data inside your database. And here I have using the console for showing you how can we post the data inside your database. Its format is this, but when you posted your form data in database, you have make a RESTful API. And when you make a RESTful API with the help of Node.js with MongoDB or Node.js with MySQL, and database is anyone you can use, but in backend you should always use with Node.js uh, because when we discuss with MERN Stack, it means in front end we are using the React and back end we are using the Node.js. Nothing but. And how can we do this? And here is few line of code are entered and get our outcome. So that is very important for us for not writing the multiple state, not make and declare the multiple state and on chain like that. And without these are the things are replaced by the help of React hooks form. And that is also the library. So make sure when you are a fresher or started your journey in web development with React.js. So my recommendation is that for making good understanding with the concept, so start with initial principle. But when you start any project, so you work with uh, library. So because library is providing the must facility and flexibility with less line of code are written inside your component and make a impactful result on your uh, desired outcome. And here is simply four line of code are written and succeed our outcome. Like threefold, you can make a fourth port also, like input and error, like that, and like placeholder is email, and that is the email, like that, and that is not a pattern, that is a required. It's providing the validation and very easy to validate your input field. So age is not there. It's email, and here is email also in error field. And please enter the email. That is the error for notation and save it and check on your browser and write with admin and submit it done with 4 input. And that is surprising for us. But when you not entering any data inside your input field and submit your query and click on this submit button, and shown here is validation with the last name is required and enter the number of age and where is first name, and inside of first name we have not write the error message, so that is my fault. So here write the first name, and first name is error with require the first name like that and save it and check with validation. How can we do this? This is our first input like Atul, but not the right the three one. So it's so in here the last name is required and please enter the number of age and please enter the email. So that is a very important because when you start with multiple states, so you can for this outcome can write the more than 20 line of code. Then you can achieve this logic like validation and input with multiple state and submit. And when you work with the external library, it's provide the facilitate to be validate within the few line like form. Inside form only the declare the handle submit and handle submit is nothing but it declare inside your huge form and huge form are collecting with registered and sub handle submit and form state error. These are the how can be shown here. It's like that destructuring of the object, nothing but that is a destructuring of the object and like that. So in the use form, these are the value or declare. So thank you to all my viewers. Best wishes to you.